Take a look at this. It's like a million diamonds sparkling in the sunlight. I love it. That's one of the perks of sailing. You get to see beautiful, tiny little, absolutely normal and at the same time divine things. Well, for those of you who requested sailing videos, we're actually sailing at about 4 to 5 knots against the tide at the moment, and autopilot steering at the moment. Just wanted to show you how you can tie off the jib or the genoa. If your boat is wide enough, you don't need a pole. So what I've done is I've tied up a highwayman's hitch. Looks a bit messy, but believe me, it's a bit in reverse, but if I just pull this line, it'll just let it go. And I don't have to go up forward to, in case things get hairy. There's nothing hairy about the weather today, though. It's brilliant weather. Had some showers, but they've passed. And to be honest, I sat them out with a cup of tea. And then I left. But yeah, a wonderful day of sailing like this. I'll show you the sails. Wind almost from right behind the boat. Basically almost surfing on these waves completely by itself. It's really wonderful weather. Great day for sailing. That's the blunted tower, Stompetour in Dutch. Sailing away from that almost directly. And the Delta works way in the distance now. Yeah. It's just a wonderful, wonderful day. And yeah, this is my way of sharing it with you. Not to gloat or anything, just because, yeah, to me there's nothing more beautiful than just sailing. Especially when you're not, fighting for survival. I mean, that's another, that can happen, but I try not to run into those situations. And speaking of which, I have some shallows coming up, so I'm going to put down the camera. And there we have the Delta Werken, which is the Delta Works in Dutch. This is one of the engineering wonders of the world. I think I've heard it called all sorts of things. And it's pretty incredible. Keeps this delta area of the Netherlands, the river deltas, from flooding. So now, yeah, I just went through a pretty small channel here, which is unmarked, but it's on the maps pretty well. So, just wanted to show you it. There's an island in the middle, and on both sides there's these sluice doors that they can close in case of emergencies. And this is about all I can show you because these buoys coming up, and I want to turn away from those because yeah, I don't want to get sucked through and destroyed because it's an outgoing tide at the moment. Got enough wind, so no worries. You'd never believe what just happened if I didn't tell you, I guess. The jib came down on its own. So yeah, normally when it comes down, it happens when you want it to. In this case, it decided it wanted to on its own, just after I hoisted it. So there was me congratulating myself on a beautiful hoist, and then and down it came in a pile on the foredeck. I cleaned the mess up straight away. Of course, I didn't want to make people around me think that I wasn't able to handle the situation and come to my rescue, which is the last thing I want. And so I threw it inside and yeah, show you the pitiful little jumble. And there's my jib. So yeah, it's a mess. Nothing damaged though, so there's hardly any wind. It's maybe 2, 3, 12, 4 scale. Yeah, what happened is there's quick releases on the top and the bottom of it, and I think I spent the way back at night motoring back to the harbour a while back, and I think it rattled loose or something against the mast probably. And yeah, it won't come down, of course, so I'm going to need to climb up again, unfortunately. So yeah, won't be sailing till that's fixed. There's supposed to be a sail in front, and as you can see, not there. Shame though, would have been a lot faster with it, but oh well. I'm going to continue sailing with just the mainsail anyway, because yeah, why not? I'm not in it to win any races. Well, see ya.